All right, back page. Same idea here with triangle ratio, but we're going to be asked about sides, okay? So the ratio of the measures of a side of a triangle is 2 to 8 to 9. If the perimeter of the triangle is 76 inches, find the length of each side. Okay, so it's going to be similar to what we were doing. These are all still in proportion to each other, so they're each going to have an expression of 2x, 8x, and 9x. And when we talk about the sides, they're going to add up to our perimeter, 76 in this case. Okay, so combined like terms, 19x equals 76, x equals 4. And then this one's the length of each side. Okay, so our 2x side would be 8. Our 8x side would be 64. And our 9x side would be, I did 8 times 8, sorry. 8 times 4. That needs to go away. 32. Sorry about that. Okay, and then 9 times 4, 36. Okay, that's why it'd be good to check yourself. 8 plus 32 plus 36 should be 76. Okay? All right, and then number 10, same idea as number 9, but we're asked to find the shortest side. Okay, so the ratio of measures of the sides of a triangle is 10 to 15 to 6. If the perimeter of the triangle is 217 meters, find the length of the shortest side. And our shortest side would be the 6, so 6x. Okay? All right, again, 10x plus 15x plus 6x equals 217. Okay, combine like terms, 31x equals 217. And divide, x equals 7. Okay, so the smallest side would be 6x, and that, when you plug in 7, would be 42 meters, if you want to put that. I didn't put inches over here, but you can if you want. Okay? All right, that's all with ratios. Now, what is a proportion? Okay, and we'll get to proportions and how they deal with triangles later. But for now, we definitely need to go back over how to solve them in case you forgot. So a proportion is an equation now that states two ratios are equal. So we'll have some kind of ratio with an equal sign between. So a proportion is written as A over B equals C over D. Okay, and A and B can be either a number or expressions with variables too. And cross product property states that for any proportion, multiply across, AD equals CB or BC in any order. Okay? All right, so let's solve these. 11 and 12 should be pretty quick, and then we'll talk about what to do when we have more than one term. All right, so I'm going to multiply across. 4 times 7 equals 2 times x. Okay, 28 equals 2x. And divide that out, 14 equals x. Okay. And just if you ever get stuck on a test or anything, you should be able to plug in for x here and see if it reduces and equals 2 over 7. And when I do reduce, I get the same thing. So that's how you can check your work each time. I'm not going to do that each time, but that's how you can do this. Check. All right, so next, 19 times 12 equals 10 times x. Okay, so 228 equals 10x. X equals 22.8. Okay. And so real quick, just to go over how to check my work there. Well, I have 19 over 10, 22.8 over x. Oh, over 12. Okay, and I want to know if these are equivalent. That's how I can check myself. So what you would do there, if it's not an easy fraction to simplify, you can do 19 divided by 10. Okay, 1.9. This is me checking my work. And then I'm going to do 22.8 divided by 12. And 1.9. I get the same thing. Okay, so that's also how you can check your work. All right, you obviously don't have to do that. I'm just showing you how you can. Okay, number 13. We have more than one term on one side of our fraction. When that happens, you need to group it up, and you're going to write the number, the one that's only by itself, in front, so you don't forget to distribute. So I'm going to write this as 19x minus 1 when I multiply across. I'm going to put the 19 in front so I don't forget to distribute. Okay. All right, so this will be 19x minus 19 equals 78. Okay, add 19. 19x equals 97. And x equals 5.1 when you divide there. Okay. All right, next, group it up. So 5 times x plus 4 equals 19 times 17. 5x plus 20 equals 323. So that's 5x equals 303. X equals 60.6. Okay, so notice we have not been getting nice answers every single time. That may happen. You can always still plug it in and make sure you get the same decimal. Okay. Keep it going here. Next, maybe you want to pause these and try them on your own and check, since we've gone over a couple of examples, but I'll still do them out for you in case you need to see it all the way. All right, so 9 times 10 on the left. And then I'm going to group up 2x minus 9 and put 20 in front when I cross multiply. So I don't forget to distribute the 20. Okay, then obviously these two can be flipped around, so I could have my 20 on the left and 9 times 10 on the right. Same thing, same idea. We'll get the same answer. Okay, so 90 equals 40x minus 180. So 40x, 270 equals 40x. And divide by 40, 6.75 equals x. Okay, and if I plug that in here to the bottom expression, if you want to check yourself, you still just do 2 times 6.75 minus 9. Write that down, 10 over that, and it should equal 20 over 9. So you can still check yourself by plugging in for x. All right, next, cross, cross. Okay, so 12 times 15 equals 18 times 3, x plus 4. Okay, then don't forget to distribute that 18 to both terms. Okay, this will give me 180 equals. Oh, let me talk about one other way to solve this. Okay, one other way you can solve this is if I didn't distribute and I took that away, boom, that's gone. I could still just divide both sides by 18 here. And that would give me a nice equation to solve. Okay, so for some reason you're someone who forgets to distribute to the last term, maybe you should do that. Divide the front number, because this is a group, I can divide the 18 out on both sides and end up with my 3x plus 4. Okay, then that would give me 6 equals 3x, 2 equals x. Either way, we should get the same thing. Okay? Okay, next. 17, we have x's on both sides. So when we cross multiply here, we're gonna get 2 separate distribute things. So 18 times x minus 20 equals 3 times x minus 11, okay? And now you could distribute both sides. You could also divide both sides by 3 if you want, whatever works for you. Okay, move x to the bigger side. And then you'll have an even number with x. If you move it to the other side, you'll get a negative, which is still fine, but that happens. So 360 minus 33. Negative, positive 327. Okay, divide by 15. X equals 21.8. Okay. All right, last one. So, cross, multiply, and group up your binomials. 6 times 3x plus 3 equals 7 times x plus 16. So distribute on both sides and move x to one side. Always move mine to the bigger side. So I get 11x equals 94. X equals 8.5. Okay. Now real quick, we rounded there, right? So last thing I want to show you is if you happen to round and you want to check your answer, I'm just plugging in for x. That's pretty much the only time you won't get a perfect decimal. Okay, so if I went and plugged in 8.5 for x, on the left side, I'd have 6 over 24.5. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. 6 divided by 24.5. That gives me 0.2449, okay? And I wanna see if it's equal to the other side. So let's see what happens. I'm plugging in 8.5 for x. Okay. I get 28.5 on the denominator and 7 on the numerator. And when I divide this out, I get 0.246, okay? So we're really here 0.245 and 0.246. If you round, that's the only time you shouldn't have a perfectly equal expression here when you check your work. But these are both very close, and we know that we rounded, so I'd still say, yep, that's a check, I got it right. So you need to practice doing that extra step on your quizzes and tests if you're really striving for 100. Plug it in and check your answer. Doesn't take too much longer. Okay, that's it.